With us now is Jim Salgado, and he is the younger brother of Big Daddy Richard Salgado. And it's a pleasure to have you on the show. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Donna?
Good. I've seen you over the years because you are always there on the field of the high school, I believe you also graduated from?
Yes, New High
Okay.
Park Memorial.
Okay, because you run the camp with your brother.
Yeah.
Big Daddy football camp, helping
Yeah.
the youth.
Yeah, it's always been great to come back home, and do that camp with the youth, to grow the game, to sell the game. To me and my brother, the game has been terrific for us, our whole family. So
Yeah,
just trying
right.
to give back.
And you kind of grew up on a street near there, right? Like
Yeah,
within
right.
walking distance of that field. You spent a lot of your childhood there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I walked from Washington Avenue to New High Park Memorial, just to, whether it's going to school, going to football games, baseball, you name it, basketball. Just a place that has a lot of history for our family, and love getting back there.
When you were younger, did you envision yourself being able to play and then go on to coach? Like I don't believe you played professionally, did you?
No.
But you played in college?
Yes.
Okay. So what was that transition like for you to be able to have that dream and now to be in a major stadium?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, if you grow up, you want to play,
Okay.
right? And you have aspirations of going on and playing, being an NFL player someday. And unfortunately, that wasn't my road that was set for me, but I loved the game. And I fell in love with the game probably because of my brother Rich. Being a little water boy when he was playing and going to all the games, and he would watch film at home on the old 8mm, 9mm film.
Wow.
And we would sit there and watch. And it's funny that I'm coaching and he's not, because that's where I fell in love, and he loved the game. And he still does. But that's where I said, you know what? When I finished playing at Hofstra University, I said, all right, what am I going to do? What do I love? Because that's what I wanted to do. And it was coaching. And I did it right here in Long Island Lutheran High School. It was my first job. And I fell in love with it, working with the kids. And then I got into college. Long road, bouncing around, moving around, coaching at different places. And then I got this opportunity where I met Sean McDermott, our head coach at Buffalo, when he was an assistant for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we became friends. And next thing you know, he's up for head jobs, and he calls me up and says, hey, if I get one of these.
I need you.
And then the Bills called, he got hired. Later that week, I got called, and I was flying to Buffalo, and the rest is history.
The rest is history, but it's been a good history.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills, I mean, they're doing pretty well. I mean, tell us about that, most recent success that's been happening there.
Yeah, we got up there, and they were in a 17-year drought, I believe, of not being in the playoffs. And the fans are so loyal. The best fans I've ever seen. And they were just dying to get back to winning again. And we got up there, and we had first year we go to the playoffs. You would have thought, it was unbelievable, electric, just great fan base. And then we went down, took a step backwards the following year, didn't make the playoffs, but now we've been in the playoffs the last 3 years in a row and have been doing well. So it's just a great environment to grow, to learn, and we got a great nucleus there of good people. That's what it starts with, people.
Speaking of people, we have good people, and that's why we're both here today, right? Richard Salgado, your big brother.
Yep.
Tell us about what you're feeling for him today. He's been doing this golf outing many years, but why today may be different?
I think just watching him as your big brother, and he's doing this for these charities here back in Long Island, back at home, you're proud. That's your big brother. And when he's like, hey, are you going to come? I'm like, I'll be there, to support. So that to me is the biggest thing, his generosity, his heart, and giving back to others. And that's what life's all about, paying it back. So
he's equally proud of you, just because I kind of know him too. And it's nice to see the way that you talk about one another, or when something happens in your family, and he's, so proud of that. And, he takes that to heart. Family means so much to him. And we're here today raising great money for two special charities, Pop Earth this year and Kids Need More. who do you feel was the first person that your family helped? Because I know there was times in the neighborhood where people would just like bring over food or something.
Yeah.
Like, who taught you to be philanthropic? Because I think that's where it starts.
Yeah, I think it starts at the home, and mom, you know, always would give to anyone that she could. Any of your friends that come over, neighbors, you name it. You know, and that's where it starts. You know, we were blessed that I had both parents at home, hardworking, you know, blue collar family, and family was everything. We always were taught that since we were little. So
thank you for being here, because I don't know even in this hour-long special if we're even going to get a soundbite from your brother today, but I figured at least if I could get you talking about him, then it was almost like, you know, close to that. So.
This was great to be on. I appreciate you guys having me, and
you're welcome.
Love watching it. Even though I'm in Buffalo, I still get to see your show. And my brother's always posting everything, so I get to see it. So
I appreciate you watching.
Keep doing great things.
And thank you for helping my son Matthew, my youngest, because he's been able to know you and, you know, the guidance. It's not just about learning about football. It's about learning team skills and things like that, and believing in themselves. And so thank you, because I'm a mom, and thanks for helping my kid. So.
And my pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's Jim Salgado. Stay tuned for more. I think that was Colleen with some applause for us. So yay! Wait, whose ringtone is applause? That's what I want to know.
No, I turned on my phone and golf came on. So
oh, it's golf. Golf. Anyway, that's Colleen, and she's also on the executive committee. Stay tuned. We've been living it up right here.